Today I'm going to interview Arnau Miralles. He was born and raised in northeastern Spain and is now a senior here on the UIW men's tennis team. I sat down with him today and spoke to him about his experiences moving to the US and becoming a team leader. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Arnau, thank you for being my fourth guest on the show, my first tennis player. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing great. So I want to first take you back to your freshman year, 2020. It was in the midst of COVID. Yeah. How was that transition coming from Spain, coming all the way to America in such an uncertain time?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't an easy transition. I remember in the middle of COVID, school was half empty, not a lot of things to do, but I mean, it definitely was a growing experience for me, still for everyone that was here coming from another country. But yeah, I mean, I'm still thankful for it because it allowed me to grow as a person, as a player, and it was good.
And moving into your senior year, which you're in now, you graduate in May. How are you feeling going into this last semester playing collegiate tennis and being a student athlete in general?
Confident, for sure. I mean, we're confident in the team that we have. Really good relationships. I made one of my best friends here. I mean, we're confident we can win it all. We can have a good season and go from there.
What would you say is the biggest difference from freshman Arnau to senior Arnau, not just as a student athlete, but as a person in general?
Well, as a person, I feel like I changed. I grew a lot. You know, we go through transformations, one of the most important years of our lives here. Being away from a family, first time living by yourself, and it's a lot of changes, but they're being independent, being able to handle stressful situations by yourself.
Yeah,
that's one of the big changes.
And one of the biggest superstars in tennis right now is also a Spaniard, Carlos Alcaraz. You've mentioned to me before you've played in a couple of tournaments when he's playing as well. What are some things that you can learn from his game and apply it to yourself when you play tennis?
Well, obviously the talent is unmatched. He was 17, 18 already in the top 10, top 5 in the world. That's something that you cannot teach. But something that you can learn from is his mental strength and how he goes about things. I think even when he was younger, you could already see his mentality, his grit on the court. He wouldn't let down ever. It was impressive to watch until now, for sure.
When you have a bad tournament and you have that disappointing round you lose, how do you kind of move on and have a positive mindset going into the next day or the next week and kind of put it behind you and focus moving on?
Yeah, I mean, tennis, usually the great thing is that we have chances every other week to go back and play again. So you definitely allow yourself a period of grievance, maybe, you know, the hours after the loss, you allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. But I think after that, it's important to move on quickly, take the positives away. Even if it's been a bad day, there's always something that you can take away from that match and learn from it as much as you can. That's, you know,
what advice would you give to freshman Arnau coming in 2020? What would you say to him?
To relax. To tennis, college tennis is not everything in your life. Take things slow. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, and everything will come along. Trust the work that you put in. Trust your teammates, and let it flow.
When I speak to your teammates, they always say you're a leader, you're a captain. What qualities do you think you show that puts that in their mind?
I try to live by example always. I think I grew up being taught that way. I try to give everything every other day, have a positive mindset, give a smile to everyone. Try to give these good vibes to the team whenever I step on the court, and try to get the group together.
And not just on the court, but off the court, I can imagine too.
Yeah, for sure. Example. Yeah, we have a really tight group of friends outside of the tennis court. We're very close to each other. We live together. So yeah, for sure. We definitely have fun. We do stuff together. We're like a big family.
Great. Now we're going to move on to some quick fire questions. So just no long answers needed, no explanation. Just tell me what you think. Who's your favorite tennis player?
Roger Federer.
Okay. And Nadal or Alcaraz?
Nadal.
Because I thought the two Spanish, but you said Federer is your favorite. But Nadal or Alcaraz?
Nadal. Nadal. I'll go with Nadal.
Okay. Wimbledon or US Open?
Wimbledon.
Clay or grass courts?
Clay.
And doubles or singles?
Singles.
That was very quick fire.
Yeah.
And that leads us to the end of my interview. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to sit down with me. Join us next time on Let's Be Honest with Hannah. Thank you.